Hey there, this is Mike Goldenberg on another Abzan Company nostalgia trip. This time going through a modern league. As a quick recap, this is the Abzan Company Finks list that I won the 10K with 14 months ago. So modern has changed a drastic amount in that time. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing an old list and seeing if it stands up. This is the exact 75. Now, I played that list to kind of beat a specific meta. This list is great against, at the time, Jund, Dredge, Burn, and Jeskai. Those are the big four decks I was aiming to beat. This hand's very strong. I think I'm going to keep this. If we're in a race type situation, this could be a bit slow. To recap, my general rule of thumb is mulligan any hand without a mana dork or a devoted druid, because modern is far too fast to not have some sort of acceleration. What can I do here? I don't want any more lands, even with the Gavany. So what I want to do is I want to fetch a basic land, a forest, and then play my noble. If I use the Verdant Catacombs, I can't get the basic swamp later, and if I use the Windswept Heath, I can't get the basic plains later. I think in this matchup, or in this type of situation, it's more important. I'm not really going to go out of my way to try to get the black Manosaurus right away, considering I only run 2 black cards in my 60. So okay. Don't know what we're up against. Don't know what I just did there either. But, okay. Jund something. I mean, Jund. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to shock here and play the Seer. I don't think having hidden information is really that valuable. I still have the capacity to, like, if I play a Renegade Rallier, I can sack the Seer and buy back the Noble if I wanted to. Okay. Targeting me, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's bottom that. And Renegade Rallier is no longer a great draw because I don't have... Ewit's an okay draw here. Recruiter's fine. So, to recap, this is a older list. It's exactly. I needed to avoid that because my hand is so good. This is an older list that's built around beating up older Jund being pre-Red and 6. Now, our opponent doesn't have any red lands yet, so it could just be green-black rock. But Red and 6 is a card that's very good against us because we have a lot of X1s. Oh, actually, more X1s than... Okay, so we are playing against Jund. Let's discard the Court of Calling. Township Company is a fine turn next turn. That stinks. That's actually kind of painful. It's a pretty good draw, but with the Liliana in play, it's not as good. It's fine. Oh, bad timing, huh? Guess I'll take an Ewit. Take the Ewit, buy back the Coco. Do I want the Vizier here? I'll just take a bird also. I'll sack the bird. This is 5. I'll go to 7. I think I do it. My opponent's got 1 card left in hand. Don't know what it is yet, but man, my hand is good. It's almost too good, you know? Maybe I should have taken the Vizier and sacrificed the Ewit, and then if I hit a... Yeah, I think that would have been that probably would have been a better line if I took the Vizier. I'm just still worried about running 6. Well, that's nice. Sure. Blocking anyway because I need to reset this game. A land would have been great there, because then I could start activating Gavany or just play the bird, but it didn't happen, because Gavany would have won me the game there potentially. Don't know what my opponent's got in their hand, but they can't be expecting 2 more companies in mine. Okay, opponent's down to 2. And this is where Siege Rhino would be fun, right? All right. We get better after sideboarding. This list isn't as good as like the current lists are in these type of matchups because I run less paths. But this list is much better. Oh, I didn't want to submit deck. No. All right, cut a couple nobles, cut all my chords, cut ballista. Crap. Well, that was a misclick that is pretty painful. I'll keep this. This hand's fine in the type of matchup I'm looking for. But yeah, I never got a chance to side out my chords. So this is going to be a bit painful. Opponent mulls to 6. I have an okay hand, but unfortunately I'm running way more cards than I should be here. That was a serious punt. Punt counter 1 up in this. So what I would do is I'd bring in like Scavenging Ooze, my removal spells, because their Scavenging Ooze is one of the best spells against me. Also, the Ren and 6 can be troublesome, and I want to be able to hit those. Yep, those cards. Bottom that. So also I usually would side out my combo, but I kept it in because I didn't sideboard correctly. So one reason I didn't use the fetch there, even though I'd like to preserve my life total, is I want to be able to hit 1 more land drop, assuming my opponent's going to kill this druid. Like my opponent's going to do everything they can to kill this druid, yeah. So I want to hit 1 more land drop to start cocoing. So I didn't thin my deck for lands, so to make it easier to do that. I'll do that again. I'm not going to crack this fetch. Opponent's respecting the combo. They're also respecting the kitchen Finks. So I run a lot of X1s, which makes me pretty weak to Ren and 6. Sure. Assume my opponent's taking the chord here. Yep. Interesting they're choosing to draw more lands instead of kill my Ewit. Now I'm assuming my opponent's going to kill my Ewit next turn, so I can cast Collected Company and get Revolt in case I hit a Rallier. Yep. That was not a good Coco. That's what happens when you sideboard incorrectly. I have a ton of mana. I think I just need to start using it. But I also want to cast another Coco. I could have attacked with Scavenging Ooze and then threatened to shrink a Goyf enough to kill the Renin 6, but I didn't feel that was the optimal line. I think the optimal line is still just to keep progressing my own board. Okay, so Rallier can buy back 2 Druids, and if my opponent doesn't have removal spell, I just win the game. Because then I chord for Vizier, make infinite mana. Yeah, I think that's actually the line here. Surgical Extraction would blow me out. And opponent concedes. Okay, there we go, 1-0, even with my sideboard blunder. Still kind of showing that this is a better version of Devoted Druid against Jund style decks. I'll see you on the next one.